students, myself Dr. Bharti Patil, working as an assistant professor physics in Maharaja Jivajirao Shinde College, Srigonda, Ahmednagar. We have started our syllabus related to TYBSc solid state physics, and in that we have started our chapter number 4 that is magnetism. In today's lecture we are going to see what are the types of superconductors. In our previous lecture, we have seen the phenomena of superconductivity, what are superconductors, what are the examples of superconductors, then what are the applications and what are the properties of superconductors. In today's lecture, we are going to see the important types of superconductors. There are two types of superconductors, type 1 superconductors or soft superconductors and type 2 superconductors, that is hard superconductors. In case of type 1 and type 2 superconductors, the superconductivity phenomena is same. What is meant by superconductivity phenomena is same because we have seen in case of superconductors as suppose on y-axis there is a resistance and on x-axis there is a temperature. In case of superconductors, as we reduce the temperature of the conductor, then its resistance start to decrease, and at particular temperature called as critical temperature, the resistance value becomes 0 and the material obtains its superconducting nature. It means that in case of types of superconductors, that is, just now I have told you that there are two types of superconductors, soft or type 1 superconductors and hard or type 2 superconductors. So, in both the types, the phenomena of superconductivity will remain the same. It means that at transition temperature, these materials are going to convert in the superconducting form. Means above transition temperature, they will show the normal nature, and below transition temperature, they will be in superconducting form. So, in type 1 superconductor and type 2 superconductors, the behavior of the material will same, but only difference lies in their Meissner effect. Only difference lies in their Meissner effect. So in today's lecture we are going to see the soft superconductors, that is type 1 superconductors. So when we plot the graph of applied magnetic field versus magnetization produced, it is in Tesla or Weber per meter square. Applied magnetic field versus where M is magnetization produced and H is applied magnetic field. So in case of type 1 superconductors, if we plot a graph of M versus H, then its nature is such that as we increase the applied magnetic field, then magnetization of the material also increases. If we increase the applied magnetic field, then magnetization of the material also increases and it will reach to the maximum value, and after that it will start to reduce suddenly, and the applied magnetic field at which magnetization becomes zero, applied magnetic field at which magnetization becomes zero, this is called as critical magnetic field. HC is called as HC is called as critical magnetic field. This is the field at which the superconductor, or it is a minimum magnetic field at which superconducting material will loses its superconducting nature. It means that Hc is the value of applied magnetic field below which it will be in superconducting form, but above which it will be in normal state. Therefore, this is normal state, and below Hc material will be in superconducting state. So below Hc material will show, superconducting material will show perfect diamagnetism. Below Hc material will show perfect diamagnetism, that is the ratio of m upon h will be -1, that is the ratio of susceptibility chi is equal to m upon h will found as -1, that is they will show perfect diamagnetic nature. And they will show the exact Meissner effect. What is Meissner effect? In last lecture we have seen what is Meissner effect. It is the expulsion of magnetic field through the superconducting material at a temperature less than critical temperature Tc. Means at a temperature less than Tc, material will expel all the magnetic field, and in the interior of the material magnetization becomes 0. That is B is equal to 0 in the interior of magnetic field superconducting material, and that is called as Meissner effect. And this material shows perfect Meissner effect in the range of this. Below Hc they will be they are showing perfect Meissner effect. Then next, so this critical magnetic field value, the critical magnetic field Hc value in case of this type 1 superconductors is very low. Hc is very low and its value is about 0.1 Weber per meter square. It's 0.1 Weber per meter square. It means that when I apply the magnetic field up to 0.1 Weber per meter square, this material will be in superconducting form. But as soon as this value crosses the 0.1 Weber per meter square, this material will automatically get converted into normal state. Therefore, the Hc critical magnetic field value, that is minimum magnetic field which is required to destroy the superconducting nature of the superconductor is very low, and hence these materials are called as soft superconductors. Why these materials are called as soft superconductors? Because the critical magnetic field Hc, which is required to destroy the superconducting nature of the material is low, and hence they are named as soft superconductors. And as the critical magnetic field value is very low, these superconducting materials will produce magnetic fields of the order of 0.01 Weber per meter square to 0.1 Weber per meter square. Therefore, very low magnetic fields are produced by these superconductors. As the magnetic field produced by these superconductors is very low, therefore these materials will pass the current. This current value which is passed to them is also very low, and hence these materials cannot be used to form the solenoids. The current value is low. Their current value is also low, and hence they are not used in the fabrication of solenoids. They cannot be used to fabricate solenoids which will have high magnetic field. So these are the properties of type 1 superconductors. Then example of type 1 superconductor is aluminium. Aluminium is the example of type 1 superconductors. Then another example of type 1 superconductor we can mention as lead, Pb and indium. These are the examples of type 1 superconductor. This is aluminium, lead and indium. So let's revise today's lecture. In today's lecture we have tried to see what are the superconductors or the types of superconductors. In that there are two types of superconductors based on their Meissner effect, type 1 superconductors and type 2 superconductors. Type 1 superconductors are called as soft superconductors and type 2 superconductors are called as hard superconductors. If we plot the variation in type 1 and type 2 superconductors is based on the Meissner effect shown by them. In order to observe the Meissner effect shown by them, we have drawn the plot of M versus H, that is applied magnetic field versus magnetization produced. It is observed that in case of type 1 superconductors, as we go on increasing the applied magnetic field, magnetization produced will also increase linearly at a particular value of applied magnetic field, and at HC, that is critical magnetic field, this magnetization suddenly drops to 0, and above this value of HC, material will be in superconducting form, and below this value of HC, material will be in superconducting form, and above this value of HC, material will be in normal state. Therefore HC is the minimum value of magnetization, which is applied magnetic field, which is required to destroy the superconducting nature of the material. In case of type 1 superconductors, they will show perfect Meissner effect below Hc, and above Hc they will be in normal state. Then Hc value in case of type 1 superconductors is very low. It is of the order of 0.1 Weber per meter square, and hence these are called as soft superconductors, because with a minimum value of Hc, this material will destroy their superconducting nature. Therefore, the magnetic fields which are produced by these materials is of the order of 0.01 Weber per meter square to 0.1 Weber per meter square. Therefore, the current which are produced by these magnetic materials or the superconducting materials is very low, and it is not used to fabricate the solenoids which will require to pass very high currents. And the examples of type 1 superconductors are aluminium, lead and indium. Thank you.